Mr. Prem Khatri, the founder and CEO at Cafemutual, joining us. Prem, please allow me to talk a little about you. Prem is an avid traveler and makes it a point to visit not so, if I'm not wrong, not so touristy places to explore the culture and essence of those places. And when he's not so busy exploring these places, he is definitely brainstorming those ways, those methods to empower the distribution community in building stronger and resilient business. So let's have some resilient round of applause to welcome Prem on the stage. Prem, please take charge. All yours.
Okay. A few months back, I got into a discussion with one of the AMC heads, and we were talking about what the inflows which were coming into the business. And at that point of time, I asked him a question कि ये अभी जो इतना सारा inflows आ रहा है, SIPs आ रही हैं, is this the same money which, is it the same investor who was putting money 2 years back? He says, I wish I had known. So I said, so is this a new kind of, or is it the old type of investor coming with a new type of investor? He said, I really don't know. So this question was bothering me a lot, and people were talking about cryptocurrency, and finally people will move from mutual funds to cryptocurrency. And newspaper Economic Times was front-paging articles which said there are 8 crore accounts, unique portfolios, and all that. So I was very, very bothered about all this. And I said, has the world changed? हम लोग तो सब अपने घर पे बैठे हैं, अपना चुपचाप से कहीं ट्रैवल नहीं कर रहे, किसी से मिल नहीं रहे, कुछ ऐसा हो रहा है जो मैं नहीं मालूम. So हमने क्या किया, सबसे बढ़िया तरीका ये है कि खुद से मालूम करो. So we carried out a massive research. Okay, we spoke to 3,067 investors in 11 cities. Okay, and this was done in the month of November and December last year. And we made sure that at least 1 out of the 4 people interviewed were women. We also made sure, क्योंकि बहुत बात हो रही थी कि अभी मिलेनियल इन्वेस्टर आ रहा है, मिलेनियल इन्वेस्टर, तो हमने कहा 40% इन्वेस्टर्स मिलेनियल होने चाहिए हमारे रिसर्च में, ठीक है, ताकि हम लोग को मालूम भी पड़े कि what are women investors doing. We wanted to get a grip on what are millennials doing, and we wanted to know is cryptocurrency and such things, what's really happening. Okay, so this is the juice of the presentation. This is the juice of the survey which I'm going to be sharing with you. सबसे पहले COVID, did it impact the investor? अभी हम लोग को मालूम नहीं. People lost jobs or people got increments. We get all kinds of headlines in the newspapers, right? Sometimes we hear about people are going to get a minimum of 10% raise. So our survey, we found out that 48% of the people had actually seen a loss of more than 10%. It's a fact that people saw a fall in their incomes. It's a fact that 72% of the people said after COVID, we become more conscious of the need to save. Okay? Only 20% of the people said that there was no difference. Okay? And 69% of the people said that after COVID, we are more careful in spending. Okay, about 20% here said that they carry on the same way, and 9% of the people actually said कि life में क्या फर्क पड़ता है, you live only once, तो हमने तो खर्चा और भी बढ़ा दिया. Okay, so and 68% of the audience said that, of the respondents said that they had become more conservative in their investing. Okay, the moral of the story here is that when we are talking to investors, that we focus completely on products. We are focused on, as many speakers today said before me, we are focused on asset products. We are not focused on other things. But what they finally are able to give you is a derivative of what they're able to earn and save, and it impacts you directly. So हमने कहा कि ये खबर क्या सब बहुत इतनी बुरी है, खबर बिल्कुल भी बुरी नहीं है. हमने 12 स्टेटमेंट दिए थे उस रिसर्च में. We had 12 statements regarding their attitude towards money and financial positions. So we gave weightage to all these 12 statements. Okay, we wanted to find out कि वो financially prepared है कि नहीं है. So we had these questions which you see on the screen, and so 91% of the people said हाँ हमारा monthly expenses हम लोग भर सकते हैं, and so on and so forth. तो हमने अपना जो वेटेज था उसके बाद में ये डिसाइड किया कि सिचुएशन इज प्रीटी गुड. 79% पीपल सेड कि हम लोग फाइनेंशियली प्रिपेयर्ड है. ओके, 12% said they are partly prepared, and under prepared is 9%. So what does this mean to you? This means that when you are going out to meet investors, they are prepared for finances. So when you go and meet them with confidence. हमने उनसे ये भी पूछा कि वो उनका भविष्य कैसा है, उनके जॉब का या बिजनेस का. 87% as you can see feel that the job or their business has a very bright future. Only 13% people were pessimistic. Carl Richards, one of the things that he impressed all of us with was he said that, let us do investor management, not investment management. So, why do people invest? Why do people invest? So we have a lot of theories, we discuss with each other, but here are the hard numbers. They do not actually, the number one reason is they do not invest for any specific purpose. Okay? You look at what's there on screen, number one point, which is for emergency situation. You look at secure future, 58%. You look at salary income, not enough to beat inflation, 55%. So these are three reasons which are not goals by themselves. They do not have a time period. They do not have a set amount involved. Okay? लेकिन हमें हर वक्त ये बताया जाता है कि talk about goals. They talk about goals, but there are a stronger driver of their motivation is non-specific goals also, or non-specific desires. One of the things that was told to us earlier in the day was that we need to be able to talk about their concerns in their way. So this is what they said. What do mutual funds mean to you? We asked them. 33% said they can help me enjoy a better lifestyle. I think take a shot of this particular thing. These are the things, messages that you need to play out to your investors, because this is what they think about mutual funds. So 33% said they can help me enjoy a better lifestyle. Another 25% said they can supplement my income. Another 23% said they can help me reach my financial goals. 16% said it's a buffer, it's meant for future security. And mutual funds we gave negative statements also. We wanted to find out वो agree करते हैं कि disagree करते हैं कि हम जो अच्छा बोल रहे हैं तो वो भी अच्छा बोल रहे हैं. So 2.4% said mutual funds are non-performers. 1% said they're too complex, it's best to stay away from them. Okay, now we've seen the emergence of a lot of new category of funds in the market. We've seen the emergence of regular and direct. We've seen things like international funds, ESG funds, ETFs. And now does your investor understand all this? This is what the research says. Only 38% of the audience is aware that a direct plan is cheaper than a regular plan. In fact, look at this line. What does it say? 49% believe that regular plan is cheaper than direct plan. Okay? Are you surprised by this statement? और हम लोग बहुत डरते हैं कि सब लोगों को परफेक्ट नॉलेज है मार्केट में कि डायरेक्ट प्लान का सबको मालूम है. इनफैक्ट 49% ऑफ द पीपल बिलीव दैट रेगुलर प्लान इज चीपर देन direct plan. Similarly, we asked them what about the definition of active and passive fund. 76% of the people agreed with it, which means that in the future you should be prepared to talk about passive funds. Only 26% of the people got ESG right. So right now, this is a conversation which is happening between AMCs and distributors, not with the customers. Customers don't know about ESG. Customers don't know about international funds also. Only 11% of the people got the definition of international funds right. 54% of the people got the definition of REITs, which is Real Estate Investment Trust, right. And only 27% of the people got the definition of ETFs right. Okay? So, moral of the story, the investor is much more comfortable with the conventional mutual fund categories. He or she does not know so much about the emerging categories of fund. If you want to discuss these funds, you have a massive educational task on your hands. At Cafemutual, we keep doing a lot of surveys, and we've done a lot of investor surveys earlier also. This is the first time that we came across this particular surprise, across this finding, which is mutual funds are the most preferred vehicle for people to reach various investment goals such as children's education, children's marriage, emergency, retirement, home, car, vacation, inflation, or secure future. And this was the first time in all our surveys which we had carried out earlier, mutual funds used to come at the bottom. Okay? Mutual funds used to come at the bottom. Even chit funds used to do better than mutual funds. This is the first time that mutual funds have done so well. What is the moral of the story? The moral of the story is mutual funds have won the hearts and wallets of the investors. Okay? Minds, hearts, and wallets of the investors. And the competition is coming from life insurance and bank FDs. Where is cryptocurrency? This is cryptocurrency here. Can you look at the scores of cryptocurrency? Can people read it out? The scores of cryptocurrency, this particular line. This is 0.1, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.6, 0.5, 0.2. So this is the preference for cryptocurrency, supposedly the hottest game in town. Okay? So people are definitely not veering towards cryptocurrency. If it is seen to be positive at all, it is seen to be highly speculative. कोई अपने किसी गोल्स के लिए क्रिप्टोकरेंसी में नहीं सेव कर रहा. और एक हमने उससे पूछा कि अगर आप एमएफडी या आरआईए को यूज़ कर रहे हो तो आप क्यों यूज़ कर रहे हो. तो उसने कहा 51% said that he or she is an expert and very helpful. 29% of the people said I don't have the time to look at my own investments, and 20% of the people said I don't have knowledge about mutual funds. That's why I have a MFD or an RIA. अगर उसके आगे हमने पूछा कि अगर आपके पास में MFD RIA है तो what are your expectations? What should the RIA or MFD do for you? So 62% said हमारा सबसे पहली requirement ये है कि you should do all the paperwork. 62% again said you should review the portfolio regularly, periodically with me rather. It's 57% of the people said that you should help them in making the right investment. And 52% said you should draw up the right financial plan. And 48% said you should guide them on all aspects of finance, not just mutual funds, both on savings and loans also. And 31% said that you should empathize with me and my family's financial needs. Okay, so this is what are the investors' expectations from you. And this is cast in stone. This is not speculation. This is not after dinner conversation with a friend. Finally, we find that social media is much more powerful than we think it is. So almost everyone is on social media, all of us are. Online news media is a major influencer. People use things like Morningstar, Value Research, ET Online, Money Control. They go a lot by the recommendations made on these news media. 1 out of 2 is a part of a investment group on WhatsApp or Telegram. 1 out of your 2 investor is a part of a group, a WhatsApp group. 1 out of 2 has seen a YouTube video in the last 1 week related to personal finance. Okay? 1 out of 2 follow an investment personal finance guru on Twitter. Okay? And Facebook is the #1 choice for getting information related to investments, followed by LinkedIn at 30% and Quora at 22%. So let's sum up what this presentation was all about. Okay, the need to have a holistic need of your client's needs is underwritten by this study. You are dealing with a public which has great expectations from the future. So this is your low-hanging fruit. Okay, mutual funds, like I said, they've captured the minds, hearts, and the wallets of investors. People invest to protect themselves against an uncertain future as much as other financial goals. Cryptocurrency is not yet a threat, and keep investing, keep educating people, particularly on new concepts, and maintain a robust presence on social media. With that, I come to the end of my presentation. Thank you so much. It's been a wonderful day. It's been a wonderful day, and I think we've all now ready to get into a whole new world. And I hope today has prepared you for that first day in the whole new world. And all the best to all of you, and thanks for being with us once again.
Thank you so much, Prem.